Good morning, children. Hearty welcome to today's session. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at home. Dear students, only 4 days are left for your unit test. So revise the portion and take your unit test seriously. If there is any doubt regarding the portion for the test paper of English, you can contact me at any time. Okay, children. So let's begin today's class. In today's session, I'm going to deal with the third part, the last portion of the lesson from the diary of Anne Frank. As we know, it's an autobiography that was published in 1947. In this autobiography, Anne expresses her thoughts, her feelings in a diary which was gifted to her on her 13th birthday. She names her diary Kitty, which she considers as her only true friend. In her diary, she mentions about her childhood, her schooling, her family, and a lot other things that she told no one else. On Saturday, 20th June 1942, Anne Frank makes her first entry in her diary. In her first entry, she describes her school days, her experiences with her mathematics teacher, Mr. Keesing, and his punishments for talking in the class. Okay, so let's see how did Mr. Keesing punish her for being a chatterbox in class. What do you mean by chatterbox? A talkative person. Okay, let's move on to our textbook. I'll read the paragraph. Listen. I get along pretty well with all my teachers. There are 9 of them, 7 men and 2 women. Mr. Keesing, the old Foji who teaches maths, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. After several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the subject, a chatterbox. A chatterbox? What can you write about that? I'd worry about that later, I decided. I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag, and tried to keep quiet. Okay, children, let's see the explanation of this paragraph. In this paragraph, she tells that she has a great relationship with all her teachers, except Mr. Keesing. Okay, so let's see what's the problem. Mr. Keesing, an old Foji who teaches maths. Foji means an old-fashioned person. So she tells that she has a great relationship with all her teachers. Then the number of teachers are also written there. There are 9 of them, 7 men and 2 women. Then what about Mr. Keesing? Mr. Keesing, the old Foji who teaches maths. Foji means an old-fashioned person. So Mr. Keesing, an old-fashioned person who teaches mathematics. The only teacher who is constantly irritated Anne for her talkativeness. Despite several warnings, Anne did not stop talking in his classes. So what did he do? He was forced to give her extra homework as punishment. The first one was to write an essay on a chatterbox. You know what's the meaning of chatterbox? Chatterbox means talkative person. So, for a moment she wondered what to write about a chatterbox. Then the next moment she wrote the topic in her notebook and kept it in her bag and tried to keep quiet. Have you seen the word tuck, children? Tucked it in my bag. Tuck means put. Then jotted down. I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag and tried to keep quiet. Jotted down means write something quickly. So she wrote something quickly. She wrote the title, a chatterbox, in her notebook and put it in her bag and tried to keep quiet. Okay, next portion. That evening, After I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words. But the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. I thought, and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control. Okay, children, listen. That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, Anne came across the note about the essay after she had finished the rest of her homework. Did you get the first sentence? That evening, Anne came across the note about the essay after she had finished the rest of her homework. So, what's the meaning of that sentence? Unexpectedly, she noticed the note about the essay after she had finished the rest of her homework. So, she started thinking about the topic while chewing the tip of her fountain pen. So, she was chewing the tip of her fountain pen. So, from this sentence, we realize that Anne was in deep thinking to write the essay seriously. She did not want to ramble on. What do you mean by ramble, children? To talk or write about something for a long time in a way that is boring, annoying, or confusing. So, she wanted to write it seriously. She wanted to write the essay, a chatterbox, seriously. She did not want to ramble on, to talk or write about something for a long time in a way that is boring, annoying, or confusing. That is what is ramble. So, she did not want to ramble on. She wanted to present concrete arguments in support of talking. So suddenly she got an idea. She wrote 3 pages on the assigned topic. What was the assigned topic? A chatterbox. In her essay, she argued that talking is a student's trait. T-R-A-I-T. Trait means quality. In her essay, she argued that talking is a student's trait and said that she would do her best to keep it under control. So, the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. So, suddenly she got an idea. What did she do, children? She wrote 3 pages. Mr. Keesing had assigned her and she was satisfied because in her essay, she argued that talking is a student's trait. Trait means quality. And she said that she would do her best to keep it under control. Okay. But that I would never be able to cure myself of the habit since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more, and that there is not much you can do about the inherited traits. So these are the arguments, or these are the concrete arguments she talked about or she wrote about in support of her talking. So what did she do, children? She said that she would never be able to cure herself for the habit. Which habit? Talking habit. What's the reason? Because it is something that she got as an inherited quality. She got it as an inherited quality from her mother. So she says that she would never be able to cure herself of the habit. Thus, she ended up writing the 3 pages on the topic. So did you understand what did she write in her essay? She argued that talking is a student's trait, and at the same time she found concrete arguments in support of talking. So what was the concrete argument? She got it as an inherited quality from her mother. That means her mother was also very talkative. And this is how she ended up writing 3 pages on the topic. Okay, children. So let's move on to the next paragraph. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the third lesson, he had finally had enough. And Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled "Quack, Quack, Quack," said Mistress Chatterbox. So, Mr. Keesing, what was his approach, children? Listen. The professor, Mr. Keesing, he found Anne's arguments funny. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at Anne's arguments. But she did not stop talking in the next lesson or in the next class. So when she did not stop talking in the next class, he assigned her another essay. The second essay titled "An Incorrigible Chatterbox." Incorrigible refers to a bad habit that is difficult to change. Incorrigible means a bad habit that cannot be changed or that is difficult to change. A bad habit that is difficult to change. So he gave her this topic because he was annoyed of her uncontrollable chatting during his class. So he gave a second essay as an assignment for her. What's the reason, children? Because he was annoyed of her uncontrollable chatting during his class. So on receiving the second assignment, the professor did not say anything to her. What did he do, children? It's an assignment given to her because there is nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. That means for 2 whole lessons she kept quiet. After receiving the second assignment, he did not say anything to her. He had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. That means Anne kept quiet during the 2 whole lessons class. But during the third lesson, he had lost his temper. He had lost his temper means he was angry. He lost his patience. He was in great temper. So he handed her yet another assignment, the third assignment as a punishment. What's the topic, children? Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. I hope you understood the paragraph. Let me read the paragraph once again. Mr. Keesing had a good laugh at my arguments. But when I proceeded means continued to talk in my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. I told you the meaning of incorrigible. It's a bad habit that is difficult to change. So I handed it in, and Mr. Keesing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. So for the 2 whole lessons she kept quiet. And however, during the third lesson, he had finally had enough. He became very angry. He lost his patience. So what did he do, children? He handed her yet another assignment as punishment. The third assignment as punishment. What was the topic? Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. Okay, let's move on to the next paragraph. The class roared. I had to laugh too, though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterbox. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Sain, who is good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from beginning to end in verse, and I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. Okay, children, let's see the first paragraph. The whole class roared. What happened, children? When she was given the third assignment, what's the topic of the third assignment? Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. So, when she was given the third assignment, the whole class started laughing. As a result, she had to pretend to be amusing. What's the reason, children? As a result, she also had to laugh with them. After writing 2 essays on the same topic, actually she ran out of her thoughts. Did you understand, children? After writing 2 essays on the same topic, actually she ran out of her thoughts. That means she had no more thoughts or ideas to write on the third assignment. So, her friend San offered help to her. She was good at writing poetry. She was very good at writing poetry, and became so happy because San offered her to help her. This whole assignment scenario made Anne feel ashamed, but she made sure that she gave an effective reply to Mr. Keesing. Did you understand, children? So the whole class roared, here in this context, roared means laughed. I had to laugh too. So I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterbox. Exhausted means completely fed up with. So she was completely fed up. She did not have any idea to write the third essay. Actually, she ran out of her thoughts. She had no more thoughts or ideas to write the third essay. So, who helped her? Her friend, who is good at poetry, offered to help her. So, she was very happy, and this whole assignment scenario made Anne feel ashamed. She felt very ashamed because she got 3 assignments for being talkative in class. But she made sure that she gave an effective reply to Mr. Keesing. Have you seen the last sentence, children? Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, with this funny subject. But I would make sure the joke was on him. So she made sure that she gave an effective reply to Mr. Keesing. Even if she was ashamed, she made sure that she should give an effective reply to Mr. Keesing. At last, I finished my poem, and it was very beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. Okay, so let's see the explanation. I finished my poem. She finally wrote her third assignment. It was in a form of a poem. It's a rhyming poem. It's in a verse. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. And the third assignment, which she turned out to be a great piece of work. Her third assignment turned out to be a great piece of work because it was very beautiful. Okay, she was so satisfied. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings. What happened to the baby ducklings, children? The baby ducklings came to an end. One day, Father Swan bit his 3 baby ducklings to death. What happened to the baby ducklings? The father swan bit his 3 baby ducklings to death because of their noisy nature. So did you get that paragraph, children? I finished my poem and it was beautiful. It was about a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings. So what happened to the ducklings, children? The baby ducklings were died. What's the reason or by how, children? The father swan bit his 3 baby ducklings to death because of their noisy nature. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the job the right way. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took it lightly, not in a serious manner. Okay, let's move on to the last portion. So, he read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Keesing is always making jokes these days. So what did he do, children? Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the assignment very lightly. So he recited the entire poem in front of the class and to several other classes as well. So what did he do, children? By adding his own comments and to, once again, children, he read the poem to the class, adding his own comments and to several other classes as well. So what did he do? He recited the entire poem in front of Anne's class, and by adding his own comments, and he read the poem to several other classes also. Then what's the result, children? Since then, she had been allowed to talk and was not given any extra homework. And also, Mr. Keesing started cracking jokes every now and then in front of the class. So, what was the result, children? Luckily, Mr. Keesing took it lightly and he recited the entire poem to Anne's class as well as to several other classes also. And since then, she had been allowed to talk and was not given any extra homework. And what's the change in Mr. Keesing's behavior? He started cracking jokes every now and then in front of the class. Okay, children, I hope you understood the lesson. So, it's an extract from the Diary of a Young Girl. A slight adaptation. With a slight adaptation means various little bit changes are there. Okay, so this is what is the first diary entry of Anne Frank. I hope you understood the lesson. So here comes the end of our lesson. Children, there is an assignment for you. Read the lesson and find out the answers. Don't forget to copy down the notes in your notebook. Children, there is a reminder for the following students. A few students are there. They didn't submit the assignment. I'll read out the names. Ananya Suman, Vijay Kumari, Aaron Bensi, Ananta Krishnan, Abhinav Shaji, Albin Ebi, Arjun Shivan, Christy Alexander, Jaswin Sam Koshi, Karthik Pradeep, Rohan Jace John, and Rohit Mon. Children, you have to contact me without any fail. Otherwise, I'll contact your parents to know whether there is any problem to submit the assignment. Okay, so without fail, you have to contact me. Children, I would like to make sure that the portion for the test paper is with you or not. Clear? Thank you, children.